Tomorrow morning, you would wake up and Bitcoin would be $8 million a coin. And what would you think? You would think, dang, I should have bought more. And I'm going to be buying the top forever. I mean, here's what I tell you. When Bitcoin's $1 million a coin, I bet you I will probably buy $1 billion of it at $1 million a coin, probably in one day. And when it's 2 million, I will probably be doing it again in one day. And when it's 10 million, I will be doing $1 billion or more in one day, right?
Are you still confident in that $1 million target for Bitcoin?
Yes, actually, the more uncertainty and volatility there is in the global economies, the more our confidence increases in Bitcoin. And one of the reasons is we've just been through an inflationary scare. We think it was very much supply chain driven. And Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation.
I've just ordered a drink to this park. Wait till you see the method of delivery. Here comes my drink. That is insane. Oh my god. Oh my god, right, let's try it. Whoa, and there it is. There's my package. Came from the skies. Oh, there's another one just coming in.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And then also, of course, in the first quarter of 2025, we always get a correction. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts, and then plus we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto still flat. As I'm doing this video, we are pulling back slightly. Now we have CME that opens tonight. We know it's going to move the market. And then once yield rates get to moving again in the morning, we know it's going to move the market again. Now we are 15 days away from a new president, and the movies have already started. But don't forget, Trump gets sentenced January 10th. They stated he's not going to be sent to jail, but of course they're going to keep adding the drama. Now, if you're a part of the Patreons, make sure you watch the video. We have a lot of moving pieces, but it's all for the 4th Industrial Revolution. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates on Friday moved up. And once Trump starts implementing the plan, we know these yield rates are going to continue to rise. We had the dollar pull back on Friday, but still strong. And we know that's killing the emerging markets, but the emerging markets are starting to move over to the digital economy. Remember, the emerging markets are going to lead the fourth industrial revolution. The United States is behind on purpose. And then we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $237 billion on Friday. Make sure you pull on a daily basis during the week. And we have the Fed meeting days after we get Trump in office. And we've had the mainstream media push the tariff talk. This allows the Fed to pause. And then also, of course, inflation is sticky, but we know that's all due to corporate greed. Inflation can go down tomorrow. We have a handful of companies that own everything. Just go by 1,000 different names. Now, we have the narrative that the Fed is only going to cut once or twice. But remember, guys, they can do 50, 75, 100 basis points at a time once unemployment starts to pick up. And we know unemployment is going to start picking up on the back half of this year, plus going into 2026. But these large corporations are not going to be affected because that's when they're going to start rolling in the machines. And now machines have money. They can pay each other without a human involved, and that allows them to run the economy without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have plenty of supply chain issues to start the year off. And they want this supply chain on blockchain. And we know the technology is already there. And right now we're seeing two different economies being ran at the same time. And the sheep have no idea. And by the time they wake up, this new digital economy will be here. They'll be getting that free money, sitting at home inside the metaverse. Remember, we've already seen the simulation done with the C word. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin Ethereum spot ETF, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin Ethereum spot ETFs were up at close on Friday. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Coinbase gains key license to offer derivatives in Europe through acquisition of Buck Cypress unit. And again, guys, we're only seeing the bank man's plan play out. And we're seeing Coinbase pushing a digital economy globally. Not worried about the United States. They're pushing this globally. And when it comes to these major projects, they're in the bricks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we had 19 trillion in transactions settled on the Bitcoin network in 2024. What's more important, though, in 2021, it was 47 trillion. 2022, 36 trillion. As we know that Bitcoin has these 4-year cycles. These next 4 years is going to be about building. So even though you don't see it in the price, when it comes to the overall crypto market, we know we're going to have those pumps and dumps, those new cryptos that get a pump. But when it comes to the overall market, we're going to pull back until they keep building this utility, bringing it to the masses. And that's Trump's job, to bring AI, robots, algorithms, and drones, and these digital assets to the masses in 2028. His job is to land us in this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.